It's the gamer Scrooge on the TV show. Thank you. Get that out of there! Oh boy, I'm on the TVs again. Hello? I'll put my hat on. Hello there. It's me, the oldest computer gamer in the world. Yes, Gamer Scrooge. And this is another episode of Gamer Scrooge on the TV's show. Welcome. I don't know what just happened there. I think I just woke up. Did I just wake up? I think I just woke up. Anyway, yes, it's been quite a week since I last spoke to you. A lot has happened. I did some aerobics in the water pool. I toyed with some trolls on the Twitters. Yeah, that's right. Every time I seem to post on that Twitters, or was it the Instagram? What did I post on, the Instagram or the Twitters? Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. I post stuff, gaming stuff on the internet, and people don't really like it. They never like it, but yet they keep buying the games that I use. So that's very important. Keep buying the games that I'm playing, because it goes to support some Life Alert, and you know the stairs, the automatic thing you sit on, it goes up the stairs, it goes to support that. And I might pursue a career in MMA after this whole gaming thing is over. So that it'll pay for my BJJ training. BJJ. All right. So on this episode, we're going to talk some Legend of Zelda. What about it? Am I going to talk about Link? Yes, right. Link. I just found out Link is the green guy. Mind blown. Not Zelda. Zelda's some girl. It's not even really a part of the whole thing. Anyway, in the computer games, The Legend of Zelda, there's a whole bunch of them. I think 45 games in the whole series. And they all belong to the same timeline. Yes, they all revolve in the same universe, the same world, I guess you could say. They all happen amongst each other. How does that make sense, you say? Let's say you're an avid Legend of Zelda computer gamer. How does that make sense? Well, it doesn't. It doesn't really make much sense. It's the most convoluted afterthought I've ever heard, and I was part of Project Thunderstorm back in WW2, where a lot of my men suffered the fate of going home late. That's right, we missed the boat, and a whole bunch of stuff happened. We missed supper that night. That's another story for another old man show. All right, so let's get right into the whole Zelda lecture, where I'm going to go over the timeline. Oh, you hear that? That beat means one thing. Time for my medicines. Excuse me while I prepare my medicines, all right? All right, I've now prepared my medicines. As you all know, I've spoken about it on the Instagrams, and instead of taking all the blood thinners and stuff like that, all those pills you take every day, all I do now, let me reach for it. All I do now is a can of soda pop. Just kidding. It's a alcoholic beverage, also known as a brewski or a beer. Yeah, that's right. I go like this. I fill up the cup. I let it settle for a bit. See it right there? I let the thing settle. This is my medicine. Let it settle, and I go like this. All right, ready? And I put it down. All right. Phase 1 of my medicine is complete. The next phase is rough. It's a tough pill to swallow. All right. To administer my medication, I need this. The doctor calls it a bong. And I need this. So instead of pain medicine, instead of anxiety, beta blockers, stuff I take for PTSD, I've been around. When you're as old as me, you'll be around as well. I didn't finish my medicine. When you're as old as me, you'll be around and you'll be needing beta blockers. So what you do is, you open this up, a little child protection, you bit down on it, go like that. You pop out a little of this. They call it herb. You put it in the little bowl here. Oh boy. This is embarrassing. Embarrassing. I have to get up. Of course you need this. Oh, of course you need this. It's called a lighter. Now we gotta put the lid back on this. Alright. I'm just gonna go do my medicines, alright? Alright. I'm in position. There we go. Medicine done for another little while. Alright. I believe... I do believe we have business at hand. Maybe I should do one more dose of medicine. Alright, one more dose. Oh, good God! Oh, if you don't cough, the medicine doesn't work. That's what the doctor says. All right, I'm gonna wander over there, and we're gonna proceed to the next phase of whatever the hell I was doing. Okay, I'll see you over there.
You must be George's cousin.
Girlfriend.
Right? What is that? That's this. We're knocking.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! All right, then what was it? Well, I think Abel worked hard all summer harvesting his crops, while Cain just played in the field. Then when Abel had all the Cain had no nothing. So he killed him.
Oh,
The way I remember,
let's get to the Zelda lecture. The timeline. Oh, where was I? Oh, let's come on. Follow me.
You broke my blender, didn't you?
Well, I was trying to make gravel and it just didn't work out.
Take it all in. Yes, that's what we're dealing with here, everyone. We always have to remind ourselves, like I have to remind myself, Link is the green guy. Very important to not confuse that. Everybody on the internet is going to get mad at you, especially on Twitter. Okay, so, like I said, it's very convoluted. Multiple paths in the timeline of the Zeldas. Very confusing. I'll break it down. But beware, I'm not gonna go into the minutia of every game. I'm not gonna talk about the plot of every single game. That's up to you. You know how to use your little handheld TV devices that you're watching this show on. The Gamer Scrooge on the TV's show on. You know how to use that. You look up the games. I'm just here to tell you where it goes in the timeline. I'm getting upset. Is it medicine time again? Let's get started. The very first game in the timeline is Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword. Yes, they're up high. They have a sword in the sky. I talked to a lot of people at the Walmart, the cashiers, the employees who are stocking the shelves late at night when I'm usually there, strung out on my medication, and they say it's one of the worst games in the whole franchise. So maybe go play it. I have not played it. Not even for 20 minutes. Not even for 2. I've not played it. Don't know what it's like, but it's the first one. Number 2 in the franchise timeline. The Minish Cap. The Minish Cap is on one of those little handheld devices. And I have played it for 12 minutes. Maybe 13. I played for 13 minutes, and it was a pretty good game. You shrink down, Link, the green guy gets very small, and he does little things. He's like an ant. It's a very good game. Recommend that one for at least 13 minutes. Next in the timeline, 4 swords. There's 4 swords in that one. Don't know anything about it. We'll move on. Alright. That brings us to one of the worst ones in the whole franchise. I didn't really like it. I know a lot of people do. They say it's the best one. And that's the exact game that got the whole timeline out of sorts. It messed up everything. To be honest, between you and I don't think Nintendo had a timeline. I don't think they even had a timeline. I think the fans were demanding it. They wanted it. They needed more from the game. Nintendo didn't give them enough. So Nintendo devised up this cockamamie, what do you call it, timeline. Yeah, they drew it up. Because in the Zelda Timeline, Ocarina of Time, it splits off into 3 different branches after that game. Now, apparently, Ganon, he's the bad guy of the whole thing. He can win, okay? Ganon can win, and Ganon can lose. And if Ganon loses, Link can remain an adult, or he could remain a boy. So, there's 3 outcomes in this game. I don't support really any hero that loses, but in the Zelda timeline, in the history of the Hyrules, there's a parallel universe where he loses. Okay, Ganon's the man. Alright, I get it. Ganon's the man. Alright, let's start over here. Link's an adult. He beat Ganon. He stayed an adult. The next game in that timeline, Wind Waker. Wind Waker is a game that didn't wake me up. Nope. You're on the high seas, you're in the water, you're sailing around in a little boat, a lot of sailing, a lot of sleep time in that game. Right after Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass. Yes, Phantom Hourglass. I think it's on another handheld machine. Will not play that one. I don't hear great things about it. And speaking of another game I don't hear great things about, the following game, Spirit Tracks. I hear there's a choo-choo train in that one. It's very popular among toddlers. They love the choo-choo trains. And that's where that one ends. So Link beats Ganon in Ocarina of Time, stays an adult, and it ends with Spirit Tracks. Not a very exciting happening there. Alright, let's continue down the line here. We're going, what is that, right to left? Opposite of reading the encyclopedias. Which, I'm not going into the plot. Let me remind you, go on to those wiki encyclopedias if you have a question about what happens in the particular game. I don't know what happens in Spirit Tracks besides Link, he rides a choo-choo train. That's it. Alright, next up. Ganon loses. Link is a boy. Link's a boy. He's a little wee lad, a boy. Majora's Mask, a direct sequel to Ocarina of Time. I love that game. I connect with that game. The bad guy, I could see a little of myself in the antagonist of the game, if you will. Alright, great game. Great game. Oh, my fingers. Great game. Right after Majora's Mask, what happens? Well, Twilight Princess. And let me just remind you about why all this is so convoluted or confusing, if you will. Because they're hardly ever the same Link, right? Right? These are all the same. He looks the same. Zelda looks the same. Ganon's looks the same. Or whoever the bad guy could be. They all look the same. Not the case. Different people. Reincarnations. I know. It's very confusing. Nintendo's really hung up on that Link guy. Alright, Twilight Princess. It's on one of those motion, you gotta go like this to play it. I played it for 2 minutes. And I needed some Bengay. Oh. Okay. My favorite timeline. I think, these other timelines are nonsense. This is the one that matters. Alright, Ganon loses. Wins. He wins. He wins. Is it medicine time? I think it's medicine time. Alright, Ganon wins. He defeats Link. I don't know if Link dies. Who knows? Doubt it. It's Nintendo. They keep getting reincarnated. So, right after Ocarina of Time, Ganon wins. What happens? Well, a link to the past. Somehow, another Link comes around and kicks Ganon's ass. This time properly, alright? It's a pretty good game. I played it for 25 minutes. I gave it my all. I got lost. Just like every Zelda, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I feel like it's just a regular goddamn day in the life of gamer Scrooge. But, maybe try it. Gaming classic. It's a gaming classic, not a gamer Scrooge classic. Right after Link to the Past, what happens? Yes, Ganon's defeated. The oracles of ages and the oracles, you said it, seasons, yeah. Oracles of ages and oracles of seasons, both made by Capcom. Yeah, you know it. I know it and you know it. I know. That's why they call me Gamer Scrooge, because I know games. And this is the oracles. 2 different games, pretty much the same. Ganon comes back somehow. Some cockamamie scheme by some lunatics, like usual. They're released on the handhelds. After that, what happens? Well, Link gets awakened. He wanders to some island. I think he was going on a luxury, cruise. He was taking some time away. Who knows if it's the same Link from any of those? Nah, doubt it. He goes away on an island, and he has to rescue him. Ganon's not even there. Just a big egg. And he has a big omelet. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Yeah. After that, after he awakens, a link between worlds. Oh, a flashback there. A link between worlds. What happens in that one? I don't know. Link turns into a picture and he can go along the walls. It's on another handheld one. It's another one. I think a link between worlds and a link to the past are somehow connected. But they don't happen together. They don't happen right after another. Same timeline. Same timeline. Keep that in mind. Right after that, Triforce Heroes. I never heard of a Triforce. They're probably not heroes to me. Nope. I've seen it all. They're not heroes. After that, Legend of Zelda. Now, I think this is one of those, 8-bit games on the Nintendo where you don't know what the hell you're doing. Yeah, right, that came on that. The one that started it all. And it's kind of near the end of the timeline. I don't know, it's some cockamamie scheme. I said cockamamie 7 times in this whole cockamamie video. But don't worry, it's gonna get better. Yes, you fight Ganon in the end of that. And he's defeated by Link. Right after that, Zelda 2. AOL. America's Online. Online. Why do I have America Online? Adventures of Link. Adventure of Link, I think. It's one of my favorites. It's so easy to play. I take my medicine, I sit down, I enjoy it. Of course, I can't make it anywhere. I get a game over and Ganon comes back. And that's seemingly where the timeline ends. But way down at the bottom, all the lines converge into one. What could it be? Now this, my little gamer Scrooge fans, or you disliker, whatever you are, this is a theory. an old man's theory. Because I do readings, and I hear things at the Walmarts, at the McDonald's. The kids are talking breaths of the wild. That's right. Why do they all converge into one? Well, Nintendo, an official person of Nintendo, said that it's at the very end of all the storylines. So that means they all go into one somehow. Who knows? I don't know how. There's a lot of magic. Maybe a little ghost comes along and sings a song. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. And you know what happens after that? An old man comes along and plays an ocarina. And the ghost says, let there be one timeline. And that's where we go from here, because the next game coming out is probably right underneath here. Well, it better be, because it's called Breath of the Wild 2. So that's it. That's the whole entire Zelda timeline in a nutshell. That's right. Thank you for watching. Todd, he told me to say something here, but I can't remember. I need another pick me up. My meds have worn off. You know, I take my meds, okay? I gotta take my meds now. Alright, bye-bye. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now. Thanks for watching. Take a bow. Game was... Oh, my back! Turn the camera off. Turn the goddamn thing off.